Hi, so in this video we will learn about what is nested if. So as we've seen that so many times in the kitchen, so what happened, there are boxes, the cylindrical boxes, and inside the one box we can put the another box. We can put the another box and we can put more boxes likewise. So we can imagine that there's a one box which is a parent box, you can say that is the outer one, and all the boxes are inside it, right? So I'm just saying to imagine that. I'm not saying like this is what we will be going to code, but we are just trying to understand the concept of that, something which is inside something. So what we can do is in our nested if, so we have a if statement and we can have more statement inside it. So we can have like n number of statements, how many, and it's in our hand that how many statements we want. So the idea is, what is nested if? Nested if is actually, if you have one if and the second one is you having inside it, so that is a nested if. In a very simple language, the if statement inside the statement. So the statement which is outside, that is known as outside if, and then which one is inside, that are known as inside if, or outer or the inner. The two the common words are used in our language context. So let's implement and make a program of a range that, let's see, and make a checker program that will check that whether a number is inside the range of 1 to 20 or not. So what we will do is we will be going to make a if condition where we will be going to say that, whether this belongs to the range or not, that we will be going to check. Let's code now. Alright, so we open our BlueJ IDE and now we will be going to make the nested if program, that whether, and we will take the example of a checker program that will be going to check that whether the number is in the range of 1 to 20 or not. Let's do it. First I will click on the new class option and I will be going to create a class, and here I will be going to give name of the class like we do always. Just give it some name. I am giving it nested class, or maybe nested if. I'm giving it nested if. Okay, let me write nested if tutorial. All right, now I will press OK and then double click on it, and now as you can see that our editor is giving us the default code, right? And now what I will do is, I will be going to write the code. I will clean this code and start with a class. So I'm writing a class here, and let me write here nested if class, if nested if tutorial, and here I will be going to give the scope of my class. Inside my class I will be going to write the main function. So let me write that: public static void and main. And as we all know that, inside the main we pass a string array that is nothing but args. Let's do that. Alright, so as you can see that, we have pretty much written our class and our main function. Now we will write the logic, and the logic is about the checkers program. Right now I am going to comment it. So what I will comment is anything I can comment, but right now I'm writing a line that making a checker program. It's making a checker program that checks whether the number is in the range of 1 to 20 or not, using nested if. Okay, now as you can see that there is some kind of a difference. This is a gray code and this is a black, and we have written here keyword and it is giving us in a color, purple type color if. So why this is happening? Because this double slash, as you can see that we write for a single line comment. This you can see the forward slashes, these two forward slashes here, they will be going to make one line comment. So in order to make this line also comment, so I have to make these two slashes, the forward slash. The another method for doing is, you can write a multi-line comment. So what is multi-line comment? So you will write forward slash and then you will be going to write star, that is asterisk, and you will close the asterisk after your comment completion, and then again you will put the forward slash. And now you can see that it's a comment of multi-line. So you can write any number of lines and it will be act as a comment. All right, now as I discussed that we will be going to code nested if. So let me write if. Okay, I'm writing here if. Okay, so inside the if, I will going to give the condition, and the condition is that whether the number 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 is greater or equal to 1, right? It will surely give me an error because it doesn't know what its number is. So let me write here integer number. So number is a integer type of variable. Again it will give me an error because it doesn't know any value. So you know what the number consists of. It is also giving this message that variable number might not have been initialized. Let's initialize it. So I will write here number, and I will be going to assign with some number. Let's say I'm assigning with 12. All right, now it is pretty much good. So now we are saying that do this number is greater or equal to 1 or not, and we know that 12 is greater. If I'm instead of writing 12, let's write 120. So now do 120 is greater or equal to 1 or not? That's the question we have to ask, right? Well, as we know that 120 is also greater, but the point is that we have to make the range from 1 till 20 only. We cannot go beyond the 20, right? So that is what we have to do. So for that, solving that, what I will do is I will be going to write a nested if, which is if inside if. So inside if, I will be going to write one more if. Okay, so you can see that the second if I'm writing. Okay, and now it is giving an error. So it wants some expression which I will be going to put right now. I'm writing here again my variable, which is number, but now this time I will not write number is greater, but I will write either the number is smaller or equal to. You can pause the video and guess what I will write. Yes, the upper bound, which is 20. Now it means that that it will accept this if, the outer if will accept all the numbers which are either 1 or greater than 1. Now the inner if, it will be going to accept only those number which is lesser than 20 or equal to 20. So you can guess it out. Okay, so we are just directly or indirectly saying that we will only accept those numbers in the inner if that are in the range of 1 to 20, either 1 or 20 or in that range. Let's write here a statement which is system dot out dot println, and here we can write that the number is the number is somewhere in the range of 1 to 20. Okay, so let me write this one as in else part. So I forgot to write this else here, so just wanted to add the else there. So this else will be going to do this for us. That okay, so with the help of this else, whatever not going here, it will be going to end up here. Let's compile the code and let's close it. Here we can see that the number is somewhere in the range of 1 to 120, right? Run it again. Yes, it is giving me that output only. Let's change the number now. Let's make it, let's say 45. 45 is not in the range. Let's check. Compile, close, and we can run it now, and you can say it is saying that it's not in the range. Let me write one number which is in the range, which is 1. So instead of 45, I'm writing 1, and then let's check it. So we're compiling it, closing it, and the main, and this is okay. And you can see that the number is in the range because 1 is in the range, right? 1 is equal to this number. So the number is 1. Yes, 1 is equal to 1, right? So this is how we make it. So it's very important you see how this code is there. So this is outer if, and that's the inner if, right? So outer if is checked. So if it is correct, then the checking will happen here. If it is also correct, then this will be executed. and after, if this is checked and then this is also checked but this is false, so this will be executed, right, which is not in the range. So this is how we make the nested if program, and you can also try by yourself and code it. Thank you so much.